And we're live here at Cashton High School. Just getting kicked off here. 3-0 lead by Cashton. Reed Urban with the ball. Now Quinn Shatter brings it near side. Miles Ravenscroft, who drives inside the lane. Now kicks it back outside. David Johnson. Johnson for Hillsboro with the ball. 3-0 here early going. Cashton with the lead. Quinn Shatter stuck in traffic. He'll get it back out front to Miles Ravenscroft. Now Reed Urban with the ball. Urban back out to Shetter and now to Ravenscroft. Miles Ravenscroft driving into the lane. He'll have his shot blocked by Cashton's Grayson Schmitz and out of bounds. Hillsboro will retain possession of the ball. Hillsboro with one team foul early on by Quinn Shetter. Cashton yet to have a foul. The ball is now stolen. And we're going to have a +1 opportunity for Ben Grandel, who has all 5 points on the night for Cashton. He'll go to the line to shoot one. Hillsboro foul on number 3, Reed Urban, his first personal. As Grandel's free throw bounces on every part of that rim, doesn't go. Now they find Shetter streaking down the right side. Laid it easy for Hillsboro's first 2 points of the game. Wurzelberger with the ball. He'll dump it back out to Ben Grandel. Grandel driving down the left side to throw up a shot. Doesn't go. Foul's going to come down to Reed Urban. I think we're going to have a Grayson Schmitz foul on Cashton. They're going to call Reed Urban on that foul, and I thought Urban had pretty good position on that. That's Reed's second foul early going here in the first half. Sawyer Postel will check in for Urban. I think that's kind of a homer call. I thought Reed had pretty good position there. Ben Grandel, he's going to drive down the right side, throw up another one. And Postel is going to come away with the loose ball and up the floor. He pushes it, finds Miles Ravenscroft on the near side. Ravenscroft near the free throw line will kick it back out. Shetter and now Postel on the far wing. We'll bring it back near side. Shetter driving the right side underneath the basket, and they're going to say he stepped out of bounds at the ball. They're going to call a foul now. 21, Ethan Schmitz. That'll be Cashton's first team foul. First personal on Schmitz, obviously, as Miles Ravenscroft near baseline for Hillsboro to inbound the ball. Ravenscroft will dump it into it. Jerry Von Falkenstein will dump one in for the Tigers. And now a drive. Cash not much with their left hand. As Miles Ravenscroft come out of the crowd and bring the ball to Shetter. Shetter steps on the line, now drives into inside flank. David Johnson underneath. Johnson can't hit first time. Second time he can't hit. And now Jerry Von Falkenstein there to clean up the garbage. And Hillsboro with their first lead of the game. Up by 1. Gavin Wurzelberger. He'll dump it down to Ethan Schmitz. Schmitz cross court to Drew Butler. Ball's taken away. Postel come out with it. Gets it across half court and into the front court for the Tigers. Postel brings it near side wing. He could drive to the right side now. Kick it out to Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft now 12-foot jump shot. Doesn't go. Postel's going to flip it back out. Loose ball. And Ethan Schmitz will come out of the pack for Cash with the ball and up the floor. A long 3 by Ben Grandel. And doesn't go. Ravenscroft out of the pile with it, goes coast to coast, drives the lane, and will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Cashton, personal foul, I think, is on Ethan Schmitz. That'll be his second personal. Second team foul. They're going to give it to number 10. Number 10 is Ben Grandel, his first personal. Second team foul. Ravenscroft first shot on the way, and he'll hit the back of the iron and drive it in. Ravenscroft on the board for the first time tonight. And he'll make one out of the two. Jerry Von Falkenstein with the offensive rebound. We're going to get second chance points here, possibly. Shetter now atop of the key. Shetter will drive down the middle of the lane. Gets called for his second travel of the night. 1 too many steps for Quinn. And Hillsboro will turn the ball over. Inbounding the ball, Grayson Schmitz. He'll dump it into Gavin Wiersberger. Wiersberger with the ball. That's almost as fun to say as Huntsicker. Wiersberger, he's going to dump it back out to Grandel. Grandel to Wiersberger. Wiersberger near the free throw line with the ball. Pump fake, gets it to Ethan Schmitz. Ethan Schmitz inside to Grayson Schmitz, back to Ethan Schmitz. And now Grandel. Grandel in the game now is Hunter Cabot. Wiersberger with the ball. Driving down left side, he'll kick it back out front. And knocked out of bounds by Quinn Shetter. So into the game now for Shetter is Isaac Tyne for the Tigers. Joseph Cairns also in the game for the Tigers, as he comes in for David Crandall. Wiersberger to Grandel. Grandel takes it to the far wing, and now back to Wiersberger. Wiersberger near the free throw line, kick it back out to Cabot. Cabot looking for help. He'll dump it down inside. It's going to go out of bounds. A turnover to Hillsboro. Sawyer Postel, far baseline, to inbound it for the Tigers. Get it into Miles Ravenscroft, and Ravenscroft will bring the ball up the floor and set the Hillsboro offense. Comes near side to Postel. Postel in their front court. Dumps it back to Cairns. It's going to go, they're going to say White tipped it away from Cairns and out of bounds. So Postel near the Cashton bench will inbound the ball for the Tigers. In the game for Cashton, number 5, Quinn Midas. He'll come in for Grayson Schmitz. So Miles Ravenscroft takes the inbound pass from Postel, works the ball in the front court for the Tigers. Ravenscroft to Postel, near side. Postel now works it back out front. Cross court to Tyne, and now Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft to the ball, driving left side. He'll dump it into a wide open Jerry Von Falkenstein. Oh, we lost our stat sheet. Wiersberger. We're going to have a Hillsboro foul coming up, I think, on Sawyer Postel this time. So Postel will pick up his first personal foul. Team's 4th. Hillsboro playing aggressive tonight. Inbound pass into Wiersberger. Come near side to Grandel. Grandel back out to Wiersberger. Wiersberger drives far side. On the right side with the ball. Number 5 now. Yeah, I learned a whole new bunch of names here. Quinn Midas. Now back out front to Wiersberger. Wiersberger near side to Grandel. Grandel's going to go to Cabot. Cabot back to Grandel. Grandel to Wiersberger. Wiersberger pump fake in near the free throw line. Turn around, kick it back outside to Cabot. Ethan Schmitz now with the ball and back to Grandel. Grandel driving down the right side. He's going to feed it in. The ball stolen by Sawyer Postel. And Postel come out of the crowd with the ball and get it up court to Miles Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft, free throw line, 12-foot jumper, doesn't go. Rebound. I think the Wiersberger. That might be Cabot. Driving coast to coast, it was Wiersberger. He's getting called on a foul. Wiersberger will go to the line to shoot 2. Hillsboro foul. Sawyer Postel, he kicks up his second quick one. That's the 5th team foul for Hillsboro. Shetter and Johnson ready to check in for the Tigers. Wiersberger will take one off the back of the iron. Checking in for Drew Butzler back in the game for Cashton. And Johnson in for Cairns and Shetter in for Postel. And Wiersberger will line up for his second free throw shot. He'll miss that one. Rebound will come down to Drew Butzler. Butzler pulls back, 10-foot jumper in and out. Rebound, Miles Ravenscroft. Hillsboro on a 9-0 run. They were behind 5-0, and now it's 9-0. Quinn Shetter with a reverse layup, can't get it to go. Rebound comes out to. Now we got a long three, doesn't go. It's twice rebounded by Butzler. He'll kick it back out. Wiersberger with the ball. Come near side to Butzler. Butzler pulls it back out. Wiersberger, 8-foot jumper, and he'll make it to end the scoring drought for Cashton. And we have a Hillsboro timeout, a full timeout called here. Well, Cashton opened up the game 5-0. Hillsboro went on a 9-0 run. Now Cashton scores to break their scoring drought. Hillsboro still leading here at the timeout, about halfway through the first half, 9-7. As Coach Kurt Hildreth calls a full timeout to talk things over with his team. So we come back after the timeout. On the floor for the Tigers: David Johnson, Joseph Cairns, Miles Ravenscroft, Quinn Shetter, and Isaac Tyne. Cashton's got Drew Butzler, Quinn Midas, Gavin Wurzberger, Ethan Schmitz, and Gavin Grayson Schmitz, rather. Butzler pushed the ball up the floor. He gets knocked out of bounds on his pass. It appears Cashton will retain possession of the ball. As now Midas will inbound the ball for Cashton. He'll dump it Wurzberger. Wurzberger, little fake, gets back to Butzler. Butzler in the corner. Back to Schmitz, to Butzler, and they find a wide open Quinn Midas, who can't finish the deal, and Hillsboro comes away with the ball. Shetter streaks down the court near the free throw line. Now he'll feed it into David Johnson, I believe. Turnaround jump shot doesn't go. Rebound Butzler, outlet to Wurzberger, and Wurzberger up the floor with the ball. Wurzberger's going to find Butzler. 8-foot jump shot doesn't go. Tyne fighting with Midas for the ball, but Midas comes away with it. Now they get Midas trapped. Scramble for the ball. And I'm going to call a jump ball. Possession arrow goes to Cashton. I don't think Hillsboro could have called a timeout and saved the possession on that ball, but I don't think Hillsboro wanted to burn another timeout so quickly after just using one. So Schmitz will inbound the ball to Grandel. Grandel driving in. You'll find Butzler. Butzler back to Grayson Schmitz. Schmitz will turn around, 8-foot jump shot and make it. So Schmitz on the board for the first time tonight for Cashton. Up the floor come the Tigers. Ravenscroft into the front court. He'll come near side to Shetter. Quinn Shetter with the ball, driving down the right side. He'll dump it across to a wide open Carnes. He's blocked. David Johnson and streak for the ball, and it's going to go out of bounds on Cashton, so Hillsboro will get the possession of the ball back. It's a loose ball. It appeared Cashton had it for a minute. Into the game for Hillsboro, checking back in, Jerry Von Falkenstein and Reed Urban. Checking for Joseph Cairns and Isaac Tyne. Shetter inside to David Johnson. Now Reed Urban back out front. Urban goes to the far wing. Back out front to Ravenscroft. Miles Ravenscroft with the ball. Brings it near side. Now drives in, free throw line. 10-foot jump shot off the back of the iron. Rebound Wiersberger. And Wiersberger will bring the ball up the floor for the Eagles. Wiersberger dump it off for Butzler. Butzler drives down the right side and now finds Grayson Schmitz. Little pump fake. And that's a double dribble or travel or something. And they're going to call him out of bounds of all things that happened there. The officiating crew calls him out of bounds. And so any of the three above would have gave the ball to Hillsboro. And now Ravenscroft with the Tigers bring the ball back up the floor. We get Reed Urban. Urban in Johnson, 8-foot off the board, can't make it. Rebound, Ethan Schmitz. Schmitz will charge up the floor with the ball, coast to coast, and Schmitz is going to get called for a charge as Reed Urban steps in front of him and sets up the roadblock. Shows that'll be Cashton's third team foul, I believe. Schmitz's a second personal foul, and Hillsboro with the ball. Miles Ravenscroft brings it back up. Shetter throws it. Urban's going to step out of bounds as he tries to track down the ball. Cashton's stands are set quite a ways off the sidelines, and I think it throws Hillsboro for a loop. They're used to playing with the bleachers right up to almost the sideline. And Cashton with a lot of room in this gym. So Grandal will take the inbound pass. He'll get it back to Butzler. Butzler near side. And now right back to Wiersberger, who drives in. That had to be a travel, and they're going to call a pushing foul, I think maybe on Miles Ravenscroft. We'll see, get the official call here. We're going to call it on Jerry Von Falkenstein. That'll be his first personal, team sixth. So Cashton will be in the bonus on the next foul. Butzler throws it in. It's tipped by Reed Urban, but they get the ball back out front to Grandal. Grandal now driving left side. He's going to pass that ball to nobody but the official standing out of bounds. Be another turnover back to Hillsboro. We're all tied up at 9, but besides Hillsboro scoring, having twice as many fouls, that's from being aggressive. I think Hillsboro's been playing a little bit better game. Von Falkenstein to Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft brings the ball near side. Ravenscroft hit a dump it to Reed Urban. Urban will bring the ball back out. Back into the front court for the Tigers. And now lobs it into Johnson. Johnson's going to get called for a travel. As he went up in the air, I thought he was going to shoot it. He was looking to pass it, and I think he saw that his man wasn't looking, and traveling call. So Hillsboro's going to use their second timeout tonight. This will be a 30-second timeout. Hillsboro 3 left, Cashton with 5. Isaac Tyne now checking into the game for the Tigers during the timeout. So an offensive struggle tonight for both teams. As Cashton will inbound the ball after the Hillsboro timeout. Hillsboro putting full court pressure, kind of a half court trap, but Grandal dribbles right through it. He'll get it to Wiersberger and now fakes it off Grayson Schmitz and out of bounds. Be another turnover back to the Tigers. And the Tigers will have to start capitalizing on these turnovers if they're going to pick up a win tonight. Jerry Von Falkenstein inbound the ball. Cash now applying full court pressure. Ravenscroft with the ball back to Von Falkenstein. Von Falkenstein will bring the ball into the front court, and it'll be knocked out of bounds by Grandal. Von Falkenstein tried to pass it down underneath the basket to David Johnson. Miles Ravenscroft near baseline inbound for the Tigers. Ravenscroft will inbound to Von Falkenstein. He'll hand it back to Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft to Shetter. Shetter 3-point from top of the key, and Quinn Shetter will hit the 3-pointer to get Hillsboro back to lead. Now the ball stolen. Shetter will go all the way down, and Quinn Shetter is going to pick up his third personal, I believe, and that's a charging foul on Shetter. They're going to charge him, let's just say, his second personal, team's 7th team foul. Reed Urban quickly in the game for Shetter. And Drew Butzler to inbound the ball for Cashton. They'll inbound to Grandal. Hillsboro applying full court pressure. Grandal up to Wiersberger. Wiersberger's going to find a wide open underneath is Hunter Cabot. He can't capitalize. Now he's going to throw the ball up. And Reed Urban's going to take the ball away from Cabot. Kind of a strong arm robbery there. Von Falkenstein back to Urban, and now Urban will bring the ball into the front court to set the Hillsboro offense. Goes far side to Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft dribbling down left side, pull up 12-foot jumper, and you're going to say Ravenscroft is fouled on the floor by Wiersberger. That'll be Cashton's fourth team foul, Wiersberger's first personal. Miles Ravenscroft to inbound the ball for Cashton on the near baseline for Hillsboro. Get it into Urban. Urban brings the ball free throw line. He'll get it down to David Johnson. Turn around, 8-foot jump shot, a little bit long. Grandel with the rebound. Jerry Von Falkenstein will get Grandel with the body on the back side. That'll be Jerry's second personal foul. Hillsboro's eighth. That should be a shooting foul. So I think Grandel is going to go to the line to shoot a bonus situation here, a 1-and-1. Now to make one to earn a second here, Cashton has missed a couple free throws, 2 or 3, 4 tonight so far. So free throws not Cashton's strong suit. His Grandel line up. And he misses another one, but Grayson Schmitz with the rebound. He's going to feed Drew Butzler underneath, and Butzler on the board first time tonight for Cashton. Ravenscroft's going to come down. He's going to feed Joseph Cairns, who will drop in his first deuce of the night. Now a three-point shot, a bit long, rebounded by Grayson Schmitz and then knocked out of bounds. Three-point shot that was missed by Cashton was from Quinn Midas. Drew Butzler to inbound the ball for Cashton. And now we're going to have a timeout called by Cashton, a 30-second timeout. That's Cashton's first timeout of the game. Hillsboro with a three-point lead here late in the first half. 3:12 left to play. Junior varsity action here at Cashton, Wisconsin, and Cashton High School. Hillsboro invading the Eagles' nest tonight. Cashton will come take the floor. Hillsboro's going to have to get their defense out there as the second buzzer already rang 30 seconds ago. Butzler to inbound for the Eagles underneath the near baseline. Butzler will dump it into Wiersberger, right back to Butzler. Butzler on the wing, dump it to Wiersberger. Now Grayson Schmitz with an 8-foot jumper, too long. Rebound comes to Isaac Tyne, and Tyne will charge up the floor. Gets it to Ravenscroft on far side. Now Reed Urban, long three off the back of the iron. Hillsboro a bit off the mark tonight. Rebound, Drew Butzler. He'll outlet to Midas. Up the floor they come, Wiersberger. Wiersberger back out front to Butzler. Butzler to Grandel. Grandel could have got called on offensive foul there. He kind of pushed off. Grayson Schmitz can't finish the easy shot. And Cairns getting it to Urban. And now up the floor comes Ravenscroft to set the offense. Ravenscroft is, to heck with that. He'll drive to the left side and drop it in. Now we're going to have a traveling call on Wiersberger. And checking into the game now for Cashton. Number 13, Hunter Cabot. And he's going to come in for Wiersberger at this time. Inbounding the ball for Hillsboro, Reed Urban. He'll dump it into Miles Ravenscroft. And up the floor comes Ravenscroft and the Tigers. They'll find Cairns on the near wing. Cairns with a dribble. Now kicks the ball out to Tyne. Tyne back out front to Johnson, Urban, and now Ravenscroft with the ball. Ravenscroft drive in, 12-foot jump shot, way long. Cairns there to clean up the garbage. He can't get it. Rebound comes to Grayson Schmitz. Outlet to Butzler. Butzler charging up the floor. He'll throw it to Grandal. And now Drew Butzler can't get it to go. Reed Urban will come out of the pile with the ball. He'll feed Miles Ravenscroft down the floor. Back to Urban in the front court for Hillsboro. Now Tyne. Tyne with the ball. Back to Urban, and now Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft far wing with the ball. Bring the ball top of the key, and now to Tyne. Tying to Urban. Urban's going to feed David Johnson right back to Urban. Urban free throw line. He'll turn around. The 11-foot jumper. It's blocked by Grandal. Picked up by Butzler, and here come the Eagles. Down the floor. Butzler with the ball. Ball's knocked away. Hillsboro giving chase. Loose ball yet. Grayson Schmitz will pick it up. And with 1:01 to play, I think they're going to call Joseph Cairns with his first foul of the night. It'll be team's 9th. Grayson Schmitz to the line to shoot a bonus free throw. So Schmitz can't connect. Johnson fighting with and wins the fight for the rebound. They'll get it to Urban. Final minute of play here in the first half. Miles Ravenscroft will sink the 14-footer. And Grandal is going to slide out of bounds at the ball, lost his footing. It'll be a turnover. Hillsboro will take the ball near the scorer's table. Jerry Von Falkenstein now checking into the game for Hillsboro. He'll check in for Joseph Cairns. Reed Urban near the scorer's table to inbound the ball for the Tigers. Urban into Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft to Tyne. Tyne near the top of the key free throw line. Gets it knocked away from him and off Jerry Von Falkenstein's hands and out of bounds. And we got 32 first half seconds left to play. As Von Falkenstein will take a seat on the bench now as Joseph Cairns back into the game. Grandal to Butzler, up court to Wiersberger. Wiersberger cross court to Butzler. Butzler 3-on-1 break. I'm going to feed it into Cabot. I think Cabot scored. Check my program to make sure it is Hunter Cabot on the board for Cashton. Ravenscroft with the ball now to Tyne. Final 10 seconds to play first half. Reed Urban. Back to Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft tries to dump it inside, and it's stolen by the Cashton Eagles. Midas. Down the floor they come, and they can't get the shot off. And Wiersberger charged down the floor. Hillsboro's going to go to halftime with an 18-13 lead. Unofficial first half scoring for the Hillsboro Tigers. They're led by Jerry Von Falkenstein. He's got 6. Miles Ravenscroft has 5. Quinn Shetter has 5. And Joseph Cairns has added 2 for a total of 18 points. For the Cashton Eagles, they're led by Ben Grandal. He had the first 5 of the night. And they have Drew Butzler, Gavin Wiersberger, Hunter Cabot, and Grayson Schmitz all adding 2 apiece for a total of 13. The big story, big difference in this game is Cashton has shot 6 or 7 free throws and have not made one yet. And so if Cashton would make their free throws, Cashton would be leading in this game. I don't think Hillsboro has shot a free throw yet. So neither team has made a free throw. It's just that Hillsboro has not had any opportunity, and Cashton with a lot of opportunity. And it's costing them here at halftime. So once again, halftime score, Hillsboro 18, Cashton 13. We're going to take a couple-minute break. Junior varsity action. as we ready ourselves for second half action, once again Hillsboro leading this JV game 18 to 13. Unofficial scoring for the Hillsboro Tigers. Jerry Von Falkenstein leading the way with 6. Miles Ravenscroft and Quinn Shetter with 5 apiece. Joseph Cairns adding 2 for a total of 18. For the Cashton Eagles, they're being led by Ben Grandles 5, Drew Butzler, Gavin Wurzberger, Hunter Cavett, and Grayson Schmitz all adding 2 apiece for the Eagles. Hillsboro with a 5-point lead here to start the second half. It appears that Hillsboro will have the ball to start the second half. So Jerry Von Falkenstein set on the opposite side of the court, near half court, ready to inbound the ball. Sawyer Postel starting the second half, awaiting to inbound the ball. David Johnson is going to get an offensive rebound, second chance points, clean up the garbage, if you will. Johnson on the board for the first time tonight. Up the floor is Grandal. He'll get it to Wurzberger on the far side of the court. Wurzberger now back out in the front court to the near side. Wurzberger picks up his dribble, finds himself in trouble. He's going to find streaking Ethan Schmitz. He'll drive the right side and score an easy basket. Schmitz's first bucket of the night. Quinn Shetter to bring the ball up the floor across half court. Shetter comes near side to Urban. Urban driving down. He kicked the ball to David Johnson, 6 foot off the bank, and doesn't make it. Ball's tracked down by Jerry Von Falkenstein, now out front to Sawyer Postel. Cross court to Shetter, and now Reed Urban. Urban with the ball, Postel, and now Shetter with the ball. Shetter driving down, drives the left side, nice drive. Quinn Shetter on the board, 7 on the night now for Quinn. Wurzberger, he'll hand it off to Grandal. Grandal in the front court for Cash, and he'll come near side to Butzler. Butzler finds a wide open Schmitz underneath. He can't finish the deal. Loose ball. David Johnson comes out of the pack with the ball. He'll feed it over to Shetter, and Shetter down the right side. Off the wrong side of the backboard, and Ethan Schmitz will come away with it. And now stolen by Reed Urban. We've got a lot of sloppy basketball by both teams right now. Now that's going to be intercepted by Grandal. Maybe if these teams get tired, they'll slow down and actually score some points. Grandal with a drive and doesn't go. Ethan Schmitz with a shot. He'll feed Wurzberger, who misses a 3, and Reed Urban brings the ball up the floor a little slower, as I think both teams are getting tired from running wild, for lack of a better way to put it. Jerry Von Falkenstein with the ball. He'll kick it back out to Shetter, and now Reed Urban on the far side. Urban near side Postel, and now Shetter. Shetter with the ball near wing. He'll drive in near the free throw line, kick it back out front. Urban, and now Sawyer Postel on the far side of the court. Drive down the far baseline, get caught in traffic, kick it back out front to Shetter. Shetter, free throw line. He'll drive down the right side and is fouled on the floor. They're saying Wurzberger with the foul. That's Cashton's first team foul of the second half. Wurzberger's second personal. Shetter to inbound the ball. Checking into the game, Joseph Cairns for the Tigers. And they'll find Cairns right away, and he can't get his shot to go. Kick back out, Grandal. Good defense by Cairns. Postel picks up the loose ball, drives in for the score. And Postel's first points of the night on the board for his first deuce. Hillsboro extends their lead to 9. As Cashton will take a full timeout. As we won't say anything. Oh, they put the time back on the clock. I was going to say they take the timeout. The clock's still running, but the scorer put 5 seconds back onto the clock. A running clock right now would favor Hillsboro with a 9-point lead. again, Cashton using a full timeout to try to slow down this Hillsboro team. A lot of running already in the first 3 minutes of this half. Hillsboro on the floor first. Shetter, Urban, Von Falkenstein, Postel, and Cairns. Cashton has Butzler, Grandal, Ethan Schmitz, Gavin Schmitz, and who we got? I think 13 on my program is Hunter Cabot. So Grandal with the ball, gets it knocked away. Sawyer Postel, he should get 2 points for a takedown for that. And they're going to say the ball went out of bounds. Sawyer Postel with some excellent wrestling moves. And wrestled the ball away and it went out of bounds. And Hillsboro's going to, Postel be inbounding as Butzler takes a seat, checking the game is Wurzberger. And Postel's inbound pass is stolen by Cabot. And are they going to pin Shetter with his third personal here? Or Postel with his third personal? One of them's got their third personal. Hillsboro's first team foul. And they're going to say it's Sawyer Postel with 3 personal fouls. Cabot to the line to shoot 2 shots. Keep in mind, now they'll make them. Cashton has not made a free throw yet tonight. Cabot hit nothing but the bottom of the net there for Cashton, now 1 for 8 on the night. Hunter Cabot 3, awaiting his second shot. Checking in is Isaac Tyne for Sawyer Postel, who'll check out early here in the second half with 3 fouls. Cabot's second shot on the way, and he'll rattle that one home. Cabot now 4 on the night for the Eagles. Quinn Shetter with the ball in the front court for the Tigers. He'll go far side to Urban. Reed Urban with the ball. He'll come back out front to Tyne, and now near side to Shetter. Shetter going to drive left side, take it up and in. Quinn Shetter with a nice drive. Shetter now 9 points on the night. Wurzberger's going to drive the whole way, get nothing. Out of the pack comes Shetter with the rebound, and up the floor with a Shetter. Shetter doing it all at the current moment. Urban with the ball near side. Urban near the free throw line. He'll pull it back out, find Jerry Von Falkenstein. Someone just told me I'm fine, and I know I'm fine. Isaac Tyne, now Jerry Von Falkenstein. Von Falkenstein back to Shetter. Shetter with the ball near far side. Bring it back out front to Tyne. Tyne near side to Urban. Urban to Shetter to Tyne. Tyne on the far side wing. Drives it in. Gets it knocked away. Urban tracks on loose ball back to Shetter on the near side. Shetter's going to feed it inside to Jerry Von Falkenstein. He'll turn around. 8-foot jump shot. Doesn't go. Rebound Joseph Cairns. And who are we going to call? They're going to call pin the foul on Cairns. That second team foul on Hillsboro. That'll be Joseph's second personal foul. And up the floor comes Wurzberger with the ball for Cashton. Wurzberger near side, you'll find Ethan Schmitz. Grayson Schmitz is knocked away. And they're going to say knocked away by Jerry Von Falkenstein. And Ethan Schmitz makes the official chase the ball out, retrieve it from the concession stand, and now will inbound the ball on the near baseline for Cashton. Kick it back out to Grandal. Tyne, or rather Shetter, knocks it away from Grandal. He tracks on loose ball, and now Wurzberger. Or rather, that's Cabot. Cabot to Ethan Schmitz. He'll drive down, kind of threw that ball behind him and didn't go for a shot. Reed Urban with the ball now. Isaac Tyne. Shetter, and now Urban. Credit Hillsboro's defense for Cashton's poor offense. Cashton has a very poor choice shot selection tonight, in my opinion. Joseph Cairns' 8-foot jumper doesn't go. Jerry Von Falkenstein picks up the rebound. He'll kick it out Reed Urban for a 3. He rattles around the rim. Now a fight for the rebound. Joseph Cairns underneath. Loose ball on the ground. Grandal will pick it up, and up the floor they come, and now it's going to be stolen by Reed Urban, and we're going to have a foul, I believe, on Hunter Cabot. So Hillsboro will take possession of the ball. Von Falkenstein checking out David Johnson back into the game for the Tigers. Reed Urban to inbound the ball for the Tigers. Opposite side of the court, near half court, he'll dump it into Shetter. Shetter will bring the ball across the timeline and into play for Hillsboro. Urban in the front court with the ball, near the top of the key. And now Shetter on the near side. He'll feed it into Joseph Cairns. Cairns with a hook shot, and he'll drop it in. Joseph Cairns now 4 points on the night. Wiersberger dribbling down the right side. He'll throw a shot up and go in. So Wiersberger has 4 on the night now for the Eagles. David Johnson with the ball for the Tigers. Brings it into play and dumps it to Shetter in the front court. Quinn Shetter. Cross court to Reed Urban. And now down low to Isaac Tyne. Tyne with the ball far side of the court. He'll dump it back out. Urban now near side to Shetter. Shetter near side wing with the ball. He'll get it to Tyne. Tyne pulls up top of the key back to Shetter. And now to Urban on the far side wing. Urban with the ball near the top of the key, and now Tyne into Shetter. Trying to work the ball inside. Misdirection there. David Johnson got his wires crossed up. Grandal comes away with a steal. Can't get the ball. And Tyne's going to save it right into Hunter Cabot's hands, and now to Wiersberger. Now it's going to be stolen by David Johnson again. Johnson with the ball. He'll find Tyne. Tyne near side to Urban. Reed Urban with the ball for the Tigers. He'll drive down left side. Gets it knocked away from Cairns, and Grandal pick the ball up for the Eagles. He's looking for some help. And he'll get that help from Quinn Midas. Shot goes by Butzler, and now we're going to have a full timeout called by the Hillsboro bench, Coach Kurt Hildreth. As Hillsboro, I believe, is going to have 2 timeouts left, Cashton with 3. We'll run some advertising. I'd like to thank Patty Bruja and Suzanne Candy of our Tiger Fan Club for supporting Hillsboro Athletics and the Hillsboro Tiger Athletic Booster Club. I'd also like to thank Hillsboro Equipment, Boston Equipment, Salamis Lawn and Sport for your continued support of Hillsboro Athletics. I'd like to thank the Jeff and Bobby Mitchell family, parents of Tony the Tiger Mitchell, who's sitting here in the wings. I'm waiting for a in-between game interview with her. And Huffmester Insurance Agency of Hillsboro for all the help you do for our community. Thank you to Mr. B Smokehouse Meats in downtown Hillsboro. They are open today. They were open tomorrow, and they'll be open Saturday morning for all your weekend action. Going to be nicer weather this weekend. A little cool, but sunny. Stop down to Mr. B's and get something. I was grilling on some steaks on the grill the other night. Be just some nice Wisconsin January weather this weekend. Sunny and 28. That's better than cloudy and 34 and rain. I'd take that any day. Sawyer Postel to inbound the ball for Hillsboro after the timeout. Cashton appears to be applying full court pressure to the Tiger team here. Postel's going to get it into Urban. Urban will charge up the far sideline with the ball. And he's going to have it stolen by Drew Butzler. And Butzler will bring the ball back the other way. Sloppy play by both teams tonight. Just like maybe they had too much cookies for the New Year's holiday. Butzler to Ethan Schmitz. Schmitz going to drive down. He's going to throw. I just can't believe the poor shooting by Cash. Just poor shot selection. Jerry Von Falkenstein brings the ball down. He'll find David Johnson, who will bank one home off the Von Falkenstein assist. David Johnson now 4 on the night for the Tigers. Wiersberger, nothing else that name's fun to say. He's going to drive down the right side, get caught underneath the basket out to Grayson Schmitz. 10-foot jumper, and Schmitz will bury it. Schmitz now 4 on the night for the Eagles. Sawyer Postel takes the inbound pass, working the ball up. He'll go up the far sideline, bringing it across the timeline into the front court for Hillsboro. Postel now far side, brings it back out front to Urban. Now near side to Tyne. 3-point shot from the corner, and Isaac Tyne's going to bury the 3 for his first basket tonight. And Wiersberger now at the ball. We got an official timeout on the floor, and we're picking something up off the floor. I don't know what it is. I think Wiersberger lost his glasses is what happened. So Wiersberger will take the inbound pass from Butzler. And Wiersberger to Grayson Schmitz, back to Wiersberger. Wiersberger with the ball. He'll come to Ethan Schmitz, back to Wiersberger. Wiersberger dumps it in. David Johnson's going to tie the ball up. He's going to get tied up with Quinn Midas. Cashton will retain possession of the ball. Grandal to check into the game for Cashton. He'll come in for Midas. Ethan Schmitz to inbound near the Cashton bench. He'll dump it into Wiersberger. Wiersberger left side. He's going to find Schmitz underneath. And a wide open Grandal who couldn't finish. And it looks like they're going to call a foul on Jerry Von Falkenstein. They're going to call it a shooting foul. That's Von Falkenstein's third. I thought the foul was on the ground on the rebound. Nonetheless, a third team foul on Hillsboro, third on Von Falkenstein. And Grandal, all of a sudden, Cashton got hot with the free throws. They made 3 in a row now. Grandal now 6. Trying to jinx them, telling them how good they are on free throws now. They're 3 for 10, 30% on the night. And Grandal to line up to shoot this one, and that one's going to go off the iron. Rebound tracked down by Cairns. Cairns to Von Falkenstein, and Von Falkenstein up the near side. Turns around, 10-foot jump shot, doesn't go. Rebound, Drew Butzler. He'll get it Wiersberger. That's a travel. And they didn't call the travel, but they're going to call a Hillsboro foul. It's a third foul on Reed Urban, so Hillsboro with a host of players with 3 fouls. They send Wiersberger to the line to shoot 2 free throws, and he'll make that one. It was a travel, and if it was a foul, it wasn't a shooting foul, but nonetheless, Wiersberger with 5 points on the night. And now a second shot. Cashton all of a sudden getting hot from the free throw line. Inbound pass to Tyne, and now Postel into Von Falkenstein. Von Falkenstein back out front to Urban. Now Postel. Postel top of the key. He tries to get it to Von Falkenstein. Stolen by Grandal. Grandal will dump it into Ethan Schmitz. Ethan Schmitz to Wiersberger. 3-point shot, and he rattles it home. Cashton making a game of it. Wiersberger now 9 on the night. Cashton pulled within 6. Von Falkenstein's going to get it to Urban. Urban near side to Postel. Postel with the ball in the front court. He'll go cross court to Tyne, and now Urban. Urban with the ball. Urban's going to feed Cairns wide open down the right side, and Joseph Cairns will bury the layup and go to the line for a +1. So Cairns now 6 on the night. He'll go to the free throw line and try to get 3 points the old-fashioned way. As Joseph's shot on the way off the back of the iron, the rebound's going to come down to Ethan Schmitz. And now Grandal with a 3-point shot. He'll hit nothing but the bottom of the net. That's his second of one of those tonight. Grandal now 9 on the night for the Eagles. Pull within 5, and Cairns will bring the ball up the floor. Looks just like Michael Jordan dribbling, wearing Michael Jordan's number 23, and he gets the ball to Postel. Cairns dribbles in, 6-foot jump shot, comes up a little short. Butzler with the rebound. He'll outline Wiersberger. Wiersberger drives on the left side. He's going to be blocked by Jerry Von Falkenstein. Again, another poor shot. Poor shot selection, I believe, by Cashton. You're going to find a wide open Isaac Tyne underneath. Smallest guy in the floor. Hook shot doesn't go. Rebound back to Grandal and the Eagles. And Grandal up the far side of the floor for Cashton. Gets it to Butzler. Butzler to Grayson Schmitz. Grayson Schmitz to Ethan Schmitz. Back to Grayson Schmitz to Ethan Schmitz. This is just like a tennis match. Back to Grayson Schmitz off the backboard. Butzler with cleaning up the garbage. We've got ourselves a 3-point game as Cashton has just cut right into this lead. 4 points for Butzler now. Hillsboro will take the ball. They're going to call a foul on Ben Grandal. That's his second personal, team's fourth team foul, and they'll inbound the ball, get it into Quinn Shetter. Shetter near the top of the key with the ball, and he gets it knocked away by Hunter Cabot. Cabot down the right side. Now they're going to call Cabot for a travel. Quinn Shetter with some great defense there. He got him stuck against the end line, and now Hillsboro's coach Kurt Hildreth going to go with a 30-second timeout. Hillsboro down to their final timeout now. So Hillsboro's one timeout left, Cashton with 3. Hillsboro had a 10 or 11 point lead here just a couple minutes ago, and Cashton's whittled that down to 3. Made a game of it. Hillsboro fell behind 5-0 in this game to start out. They have not trailed since. They went on a 9-point run and have led the whole game. So it'd be a shame to see this one slip away. As until the last 2 or 3 minutes, I feel Hillsboro has outplayed Cashton. Hustle points is what Hillsboro needs. Reed Urban on the floor and to the far baseline inbound the ball. Cashton applying full court pressure. And they'll get the ball into Quinn Shetter. And Cashton with relentless defense, just riding them all the way down the floor. Shetter to Postel, now Urban. And the ball gets knocked away from Urban by Ethan Schmitz. Urban tracks down the loose ball, brings the ball down near side. He'll get it to Jerry Von Falkenstein. He'll find David Johnson underneath, and Johnson's going to go off the board and rattle one home. David Johnson now 6 on the night for the Tigers. Wiersberger with the ball for Cashton. Near side to Cabot, now Butzler. Butzler's going to find Ethan Schmitz inside, and now Wiersberger breaks free. Looking for somewhere to go. He'll find Schmitz down the right side. Schmitz will drop in the layup. Ethan Schmitz now 4 on the night for the Eagles. Jerry Von Falkenstein with the ball. He'll get it back to Reed Urban. Urban up the far side. Get the ball into play for Hillsboro. Find David Johnson again. And Johnson gets his ball partially blocked. Comes up short. Ethan Schmitz Cashton with the rebound. And Schmitz comes up the right side. Maybe that's just a shot. It's a terrible shot if it is. But he's taken it several times tonight. Blocked from behind by David Johnson. He's going to feed Quinn Shetter up. And Shetter, they don't call a foul on the guy hanging on Shetter's arm. And Shetter misses the shot. And now Ethan Schmitz for 3 and a tie game. So Ethan Schmitz, 7 on the night for Cashton. We're all tied up at 37. First time we've been tied since 0-0. Sawyer Postel, he'll get it far side to Shetter. Shetter driving left side, right side rather. He can't finish the shot. Ethan Schmitz comes away at the rebound. Schmitz gets the ball up floor, near side wing. Ethan Schmitz to Hunter Cabot. Cabot near side. Butzler, now Wiersberger with the ball. Wiersberger on the wing. Wiersberger with a travel, and they didn't call it. Cabot with the ball off of Cabot. Should be Hillsboro's ball, and now the officials are going to have to get together and discuss this one. Officials got it going one each way, and it should be Hillsboro ball, and it is. So Reed Urban on the far baseline. 2 minutes left to play. We're all tied up. Gets the ball into Sawyer Postel. Postel's going to take the ball up the far side, dump it into Shetter. Shetter cross court to Urban. Urban in the front court, now to Postel. Back down to Shetter on the far side. Shetter brings the ball back out in the wing. Feeds into Jerry Von Falkenstein, now back out to Reed Urban. Urban with the ball, looking for some help. You get it back out front, Shetter, and now Postel on the far side. Postel driving right side, gets caught in traffic, kicks it back out to David Johnson. Johnson with the ball back out front to Urban, and now Shetter on the near side. Shetter drives in, and they're going to call a block. Shetter got away with one. He lowered his shoulder. They could have called a charge. We're going to have a blocking foul on Cashton. 5th team foul for Cashton. Minute 18 left. That's the first personal foul on Drew Butzler. Quinn Shetter underneath the near baseline basket to inbound the ball for the Tigers. Shetter dumps it in. Jerry Von Falkenstein. Jerry will drop it in. Jerry's first points of the second half. He's got 8 on the night. Cabot to Ethan Schmitz. Wiersberger for 3. Doesn't go. Rebound. Quinn Shetter. Shetter will come out of the mess with it. We're going to have a foul on Cashton's Ben Grandel. Hillsboro will, that's the 6th foul, 16 foul on Cashton. 3rd personal on Grandel. Reed Urban to inbound the ball near the Cashton bench. He'll dump it in Sawyer Postel. Final minute of play. Hillsboro leading by 2. Sawyer Postel near side. Hillsboro does not have to be overly aggressive here. The next foul puts them on the free throw line. They'll find Jerry Von Falkenstein. David Johnson underneath it. He'll take the Von Falkenstein assist. And David Johnson now 8 on the night for the Tigers. We're going to have a full timeout by the Cashton Eagles. They'll have 2 timeouts left. Hillsboro with 1. 37.3 left. Hillsboro leading by 4. Once again, I'd like to thank Hillsboro Equipment, Boston Equipment, Slama Lawn and Sports for their continued support of Hillsboro Athletics and the Jeff and Bobby Mitchell family, parents of Tony the Tiger Mitchell, sitting 2 doors down from me here, waiting for her to don the headset and give us some color. I'd like to thank Huffmester Insurance Agency of Hillsboro for all their support of Hillsboro Athletics, and Mr. B Smokehouse Meats downtown Hillsboro. Get some bacon for Sunday morning breakfast. They are open until 1 o'clock Saturday. They're open all day tomorrow, I think. And so the officials trying to break the huddles after this extended timeout. On the floor for Hillsboro, David Johnson, Jerry Von Falkenstein, Reed Urban, Sawyer Postel, and Quinn Shetter. Cashton, Drew Butzler, Ben Grandel, Wiersberger, he's got a long name. I can't think of his first name now. Gavin Wiersberger and Hunter Cabot. They get the ball to Wiersberger and it's stolen by Quinn Shetter. Or rather stolen by Reed Urban. He'll get the ball to Sawyer Postel. Postel's going to throw the ball off. 26.5 seconds left. Hillsboro playing aggressive, leading by 4. I would think Hillsboro's got to go in clock-killing mode here. The free throws have not been the strong point for Hillsboro here in the second half, so maybe they don't want to get to the free throw line. Shetter with the ball, and he's going to get fouled, and Shetter is going to go to the line for a bonus situation. So Shetter to the line to shoot free throws. Hopefully shooting free throws. Foul is on number 11, Wiersberger. That's his 3rd personal foul, team 7th. And Quinn Shetter to the line. Try to seal this one away. And Shetter will make the first one. Shetter with 10 on the night. And Shetter will make them both. All important free throws. 11 on the night now for Quinn. Hillsboro leads by 6 with 14 seconds to play. And Cashton taking her time getting out, and it's going to be knocked away, stolen by Quinn Shetter, and that's going to seal the deal. Shetter with the ball, just begging them to foul, and they're going to just run this one out. So Hillsboro is going to be a 43-37 winner here. Unofficial scoring for Hillsboro. Quinn Shetter leading the way with 11. Jerry Von Falkenstein 8, David Johnson with 8, Joseph Cairns with 6, Miles Ravenscroft with 5, Isaac Kine with 3, and Sawyer Postel with 2 for 43. Unofficially for Cashton, they were led by Gavin Wiersberger's 9, Ethan Schmitz 7. I missed Ben Grandel, he also had 9. Grayson, Schmitz, Hunter Cabot, and Drew Butzler with 4 apiece for a total of 37 points. Got Jill Steckles Maple Syrup Sweet Sticky Player of the Game. We're going to give that to Quinn Cheddar for his 11-point performance, and he hustled the whole game. Got a little sticky and foul trouble there for a while, but came out, played excellent defense, and pretty much single-handedly closed the game out for Hillsboro. So congratulations to Quinn Cheddar and the Hillsboro Tigers. They stick around in about 15 minutes. I'll be back in 12 minutes with a little pregame activity here for you in varsity action. And 15 minutes we'll have Hillsboro Tiger basketball, Scenic Bluffs Conference. Hillsboro Tigers invade the Cashton Eagles tonight here in Cashton, Wisconsin. We'll be back in about 12 minutes with a little pregame prep. Thanks for listening. Welcome to Cashton, Wisconsin, as the Hillsboro Tigers, 7-1 overall, 2-1 in Scenic Bluffs, visit the Cashton Eagles, 5-2 overall, 1-1 in the Scenic Bluffs. Hillsboro currently ranked 10th in the Wisconsin Basketball Association Division 5 poll, look to keep their momentum going into the 2023 season. Cashton looking to knock Hillsboro out of that second place position and leapfrog Hillsboro, both teams only following undefeated Royal and Bangor. Cashton rosters an experienced team which looks to finish in the top of the conference, and as I said, their lone loss was last Friday due to a strong Royal Panther team. Hillsboro is led in scoring by Isaiah Stokes, 14 points a game, Noah Burmester's 12, and Talon Hildreth 11. Cashton's led in scoring by Connor Butzler, 16 points a game, Jacob Huntsinger with 13, and Brady Hemmersbach 11. Stay tuned as we will have our national anthem and starting lineups coming up next.
Good evening. Welcome to this City Plus Conference boys basketball game between the visiting Hillsboro Tigers and your Cashton Eagles. Cashton High School, Hillsboro High School, and the WIAA require good sportsmanship and education-based sporting events. For the enjoyment and respect of all in attendance, your cooperation in demonstrating high ideals of sportsmanship is expected and greatly appreciated. To honor America and those defending our freedom, we ask those who are able to stand, remove your hats, and place your hand over your heart for the playing of the national anthem by the Cashton High School Pep Band under the direction of Mr. Matt Moransky.
Well, there you have it, our starting lineups for Cashton. Noah Hemmersbach, Brady Hemmersbach, Zach Milza, Jacob Hunsinger, and Connor Butler. For Hillsboro, Russell Jackson, Isaiah Stokes, Talon Hildreth, Greg Hora, and Noah Burmester. Hillsboro will control the tip. Hildreth with the ball near wing. He'll pull up and take a 3-point. Nothing there. Jackson with a tip back, and it's rebounded by Zach Milsna. And Cashton with their first possession of the game. Up the floor, they come with Connor Butler in tow. Butler to the far side. He'll dump it inside to Jacob Hunsicker, who's fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Hillsboro with their first team foul, and that's going to be charged to number 11, Russell Jackson, who they can't afford to have in foul trouble tonight. Jackson with that great game against Westby needs repeat performance. So Jacob Hunsicker is going to miss his first free throw. And he'll miss them both. Greg Hora will come down with the rebound. Outlet to Isaiah Stokes and Hillsboro now trying to take advantage as they come to Burmester. Burmester just inside the arc will throw up the first points of the game. Burmester with a long 2 to put Hillsboro on the board. Butler brings the ball down, finds big Zach Mills underneath, and Milsna cannot make the lay-in. And Milsna, they're going to say goes to the line. He wouldn't appear to foul on the shot, but they're going to charge Talon Hildreth, the smallest player on the floor, with a foul against the biggest player on the floor. And Milsna's going to miss his first free throw. And Milsna misses both free throws. Rebound comes down, and for some reason, everybody watches it, and Hunsicker comes up with a rebound. And now they're going to get a foul on Zach Milsna as he's fighting Stokes for the ball. And Milsna will pick up his first first team foul. And Hildreth will take the inbound pass, and Talon will bring the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Find Jackson out in the front court, now to Burmester. Burmester to Hora, cross court to Stokes. Stokes on the far side, driving down left side. He'll pull up, nowhere to go, get it to Hildreth. Hildreth far side wing, now he's going to try the left side, back out to Jackson, now to Hildreth. Hildreth out front, Burmester near side to Stokes. Stokes with the ball, just top of the key. All over him is Hunsicker, and now Stokes long range 3 off the back of the iron. Jackson and Hemmersbach get tied up. And it's going to be Cashton's ball. Hillsboro will get their arrow back. And the ball is inbounded to Butler. No, Butler with the ball. And I don't want to talk online, but Cashton playing some street ball right now. Inbound pass to Butler, come near side to Hemmersbach. Noah Hemmersbach with the ball. We'll dump it down inside 33. I think that's Hunsicker. It is. And Hunsicker going to go to the line. So Cashton attacking the basket. And Hunsicker will go to the line as Russell Jackson picks up his second personal foul here early in the, not even 2 minutes into the first half. Third team foul. And Hunsicker will make the first Cashton free throw, his first point and Cashton's first point of the game. And Hunsicker will make them both. And he's 2 for 4 on the night. Burmester brings the ball up. We're all tied at 2. Burmester goes to the far side of the ball. Sneak it down to Hora on the baseline, and now back out to Burmester. Burmester testing that left side, now to Hora. Back out to Burmester, now Stokes. Stokes near side to Tyler Ravenscroft now in the game. Ravenscroft to Stokes. Stokes driving in. 8-foot jump shot off the back of the iron. Rebound Hunsicker. Hunsicker outlet to Butler. Butler up the floor to Hemmersbach. Noah Hemmersbach with the ball now to Butler. Connor Butler out front with the ball. He'll feed it into Hunsicker. Hunsicker will drive down the right side around Hora in. Burmester to Talon Hildreth now on the near side. Hildreth. to Stokes. Stokes working the ball. Stokes there with a Dustin McDonald travel was not called. Stokes with the ball. He'll get it to Burmaster. Burmaster back to Hildreth. Hildreth out to Stokes. Stokes to Burmaster. Burmaster back down to Stokes. Stokes working the ball and it's stripped away by Hemmersbach. Burmaster will track it down and back to Stokes. Stokes to Burmaster, cross court to Hora. Now Hildreth on the far wing. Hildreth, free throw line, kicks it out to Stokes. Stokes to Ravenscroft. He'll dribble in, pull it up, this pass stolen by Noah Hemmersbach. Hemmersbach goes coast to coast. They're going to call a blocking foul on Isaiah Stokes. That'll be Hillsboro's fourth team foul. First personal on Isaiah Stokes. And they're going to send Noah Hemmersbach to the line to shoot free throws. So Cashton attacking the basket on Hillsboro, and Hillsboro not standing the ground, getting a lot of fouls early in this game. All 4 fouls on Hillsboro, shooting fouls. The only saving grace is Cashton not doing very well by making the free throws. Into the game for Zach Mills and his 44, Riley Burton. And 0 for 2 for Noah Hemmersbach. Up the floor they come. They find Hildreth underneath. He'll kick it right back outside to Stokes. Stokes driving down. He'll pull up a 12-foot jumper, and Isaiah is going to knock down his first deuce of the night. And we're all tied up again at 4s. About 3.5 minutes into this game. Butzler comes near side to Hemmersbach, back to Butzler. Butzler in the front court, back to Hemmersbach. Noah Hemmersbach back to Butzler. Butzler back to Hemmersbach. Hemmersbach near side wing, and now Butzler trying to find a way open. He'll go to Hemmersbach. Hemmersbach to Butzler. Butzler feed it down inside to Huntsicker. Twisting, turning. Huntsicker gets his own rebound and puts it in. Hillsboro has to find an answer for Jacob Huntsicker. Ravenscroft with the ball, and Tyler will take it back out the front court. Now dump it far side wing to Burmaster. Burmaster with the ball for Hillsboro in the front court. Now to Stokes. Stokes near side to Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft drives down. He'll tip the ball to Burmaster. Long 3, and Burmaster's going to drop the 3. And Hillsboro with their first lead of the game. So Butzler with the ball out in the front court for Cashton. He'll dump it into, now in the game, number 20. Who do we got? Brett Hemmersbach. Who made that? It's too late. Ravenscroft with the ball. Stokes. And to Hildreth. Hildreth on the far wing. Hildreth to Stokes. Stokes with the ball. Stokes driving down. He'll take a shot off the back of the iron. Rebound Connor Butzler. Butzler will charge up the floor with the ball. Butzler charging right down the middle of the lane. Doesn't get it. Gets his own rebound. Hillsboro doing a poor job rebounding tonight. And now Huntsicker is going to go to the line to shoot more free throws off offensive rebound. Noah Hemmersbach on the last basket, and now Huntsicker to the line to shoot more free throws. And he'll rattle that one home. So Greg Hoare checks out, Stokes checks out, Zach Bourne in the game, along with Parker Sculla in the game for Hillsboro. And Huntsicker is going to make both free throws, and Zach Milsner will check back into the game for Huntsicker. So Zach Moore to inbound the ball for Hillsboro. He'll drop it into Hildreth, and Talon will bring the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Hildreth near the top of the key. He'll go far side Ravenscroft, now Burmaster. Burmaster far side wing with the ball. You get it to Parker Sculla. Sculla dumps it to Hildreth in the corner. Hildreth shots blocked by Butzler. And now Zach Moore underneath. He's going to get it to Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft No room to go to Hildreth, and now Burmester, another long three off the back of the iron, rebound Butzler. Butzler charges up the floor for Cashton. All the way coast to coast, can't get it to go, but another offensive rebound and second chance point for 44 Riley Verkin. And Hillsboro's got to get some rebounding. Zach Milsna now with the steal, launches it down the floor for number 20. Brett Hemmersbach doesn't go. Talon Hildreth with the ball. Now he'll hand off to Burmester near side. Now Hildreth fakes it, goes in. 10-foot jumper by Hildreth off the back of the iron. Rebound by Jake Wall. And Cashton with fresh blood in there, fresh legs in there running it. Connor Butzler throws up an errant ball, and Noah Burmester comes down with it and works the ball up the floor. So Cashton just trying to run Hillsboro down here, and Hillsboro really having a hard time keeping up, especially on the rebounding end. Burmester to Scala, long three for Scala off the back of the iron. Rebound, I believe Butzler. Might be Brett Hemmersbach. No, that's Butzler. And now they're going to have an offensive foul, and they might call that on Zach Milsna, and they do. That'll be Milsna's second team foul. As big Zach Milsna gets caught pushing underneath the basket. And maybe Hillsboro finally decided to push back a little bit. In the game for Hillsboro, Ben Copeman. First action this year, and he'll get the ball to Talon Hildreth. Ben back from a week one football injury, seeing his first action since in any sport since about August. Parker Scala, he'll try to get Copeman underneath. The ball doesn't go. So Butzler to inbound the ball. He'll get it into Noah Hemmersbach. And now they'll come near side to Brady Hemmersbach. Brady Hemmersbach on the outside wing. Back out Noah Hemmersbach to Brady Hemmersbach. Now the ball stolen by Talon Hildreth. Outlet to Stokes, and Stokes to bring the Tigers up the floor. Isaiah Stokes to the far wing. And now he'll bring it out to Hildreth. Out in the front court, now Scala. Scala to Copeman, who with a hop, skip, and jump can get called for traveling. Be a turnover as Scala checks out and Miles Ravenscroft into the game. And up before it comes Cashton. A shot by Brett Hemmersbach doesn't go. Copeman caught in corner. He'll get an outlet to Miles Ravenscroft. And now Stokes and Zach Morn cleaning up the garbage to bring Hillsboro a bit closer. And Cashton rolling up Brady Hemmersbach. And he has a travel or double dribble, and they didn't call anything. And Coach Polk of Hillsboro visibly upset as Stokes will knock the ball out of bounds. I don't know with three officials and it happens right in front of you how you can miss that. Inbounding the ball will be Brett Hemmersbach, and he'll dump it in to Connor Butzler. To Huntsicker, and now Brady Hemmersbach with a drive on the right side, doesn't go. Another offensive rebound by Cashton, by Huntsicker, and he will go to the line to shoot free throws again. Where is the rebounding? Hillsboro's played 10 different players tonight, and nobody can rebound. Huntsicker will make his first shot, and Hillsboro's got no answer for Jacob Huntsicker. And getting ready to check in for Cashton is Jake Wall. And Huntsicker will make both his free throws. And up before comes Talon Hildreth and the Tigers. Hildreth far side to Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft comes to Stokes. Stokes dribbling down, right side, pulls up, misses his shot. Wall will tip it to Brady Hemmersbach, and Butzler off to the races. Butzler now near the free throw line. He'll kick it down the corner to Brett Hemmersbach. Back to Huntsicker. Shot doesn't go. Rebound Zach Morin. And he'll pull the ball down right where the little guy can get a hold of it. Number 20, Brett Hemmersbach, tying it up. Hillsboro will take the ball by the possession arrow. Checking into the game is Noah Hemmersbach now. And Hemmersbach's going to check in for Brady Hemmersbach. And Zach Morin inbound the ball to Talon Hildreth. And Hildreth up the floor for the Tigers. Come near side to Copeman. Copeman with the ball, free throw line, and Ben Copeman's going to be fouled. I think they're going to call this foul on Jake Wall. That'll be Cashton's third team foul. Hillsboro with 16 fouls. Cashton is in the bonus. They charge this to Brett Hemmersbach, the foul. That's Brett's first. Noah Burmester in the game and to inbound the ball. He'll get it to Zach Morin. Morin will take the ball off the legs of Brett Hemmersbach. Hillsboro retain possession of the ball. Russell Jackson back into the game for Hillsboro. Ben Copeman to inbound for the Tigers. Copeman into Miles Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft to Burmester. Back to Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft, free throw line, going to feed Stokes. And Stokes will drop in the centered layup. And Cashton back to work. Hemmersbach to Butzler. Butzler with the ball. Gives up at near side. Noah Hemmersbach back to Butzler. And the ball's going to be knocked away by Verkin. Now Verkin should get called for a foul here. Riley Verkin is going to get called for personal foul. That's a fourth team foul on Cash, and that's Verkin's first personal. Brady Hemmersbach back into the game for Brett Hemmersbach. Ravenscroft brings the ball across. He'll get it to Burmester. Burmester far side to Copeman, and now we're going to have an offensive foul, I think called on Miles Ravenscroft. We'll see what the official call is. Hillsboro's 7th team foul. Foul is on number 11, Russell Jackson. That's Jackson's third foul. That one an offensive one, pushing underneath the basket. So Jackson in foul trouble here. 3 fouls in the first half of the first half. Noah Hemmersbach with the ball. He'll get it to Connor Butzler. Butzler with the ball. Butzler to Hemmersbach. Hemmersbach, he's going to throw the ball up off the iron. Rebound Isaiah Stokes. Stokes brings the Tigers up the floor. Stokes back to Burmester. Long range 3 off the backboard. Stokes to clean up the garbage, and the basket does not go, but I believe Isaiah Stokes to the free throw line to shoot 2 free throws. Isaiah, 63% free throw shooter. That's a second personal foul on Riley Verkin. 15 foul on Cashton. Brady Hemmersbach limping off the floor. He will take a seat as Jake Wall checks in for the Eagles. Isaiah Stokes, as I said, 63% free throw shooter. First shot on the way, and now off the back of the iron. And Hillsboro can't miss very many opportunities tonight. And then Stokes will miss both free throws. Cashton comes away with the rebound. Butzler centers the ball in the front court, sets Cashton's offense. To Huntsicker. Huntsicker top of the key, near side to Wall. Wall brings it back out. Noah Hemmersbach and now Butzler. Butzler with the ball. Butzler driving down right side. Pulls up, jump stop, 8-foot jumper, doesn't go. Rebound Ben Copeman, and we'll have a foul. I believe maybe on Huntsicker. That's Cashton's sixth personal, so Hillsboro will be in the bonus on the next foul. Hunsaker's first personal foul. Ben Copeman to inbound the ball to Miles Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft will bring the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Miles Ravenscroft to Copeman. Copeman near side gets to the free throw line. He pulls it back out, loses the ball, picked up by Verkin. He's going to feed Butler as he comes up the left side and scores. Butler's first basket of the night. And now Noah Burmester to Stokes. Stokes with the ball. He gets hung up in traffic. Gets it back to Miles Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft going to get Miles Ravenscroft called for a travel. Checking into the game for Hillsboro, Talon Hildreth in for Ravenscroft. Bill Steckel in for Ben Koopman. For Brett Hemmersbach will inbound to Connor Butzler, and Butzler will bring the ball up the floor for Cashton. Gets it to Hemmersbach, back to Butzler. Hunsinger, Noah Hemmersbach for three, and he'll give it a home. Cashing out to an 8-point lead here, getting late in the first half. Noah Burmester to Stokes to Hildreth. Noah Burmester, pass is stolen by Hemmersbach, and he'll quickly call timeout. Brett Hemmersbach steals the pass. Bench calls a timeout, a 30-second timeout. And Hillsboro just simply being out-hustled, outplayed, out-rebounded by the Cashton Eagle team. So on the floor for Hillsboro, Hora, Burmester, Hildreth, Stokes, and Steckel. Brett Hemmersbach inbound the ball. He will to Butzler, and Connor Butzler brings the ball up the floor for Cashton. Butzler near side, Noah Hemmersbach. Butzler back to Hemmersbach, Hunsicker. He'll feed Wall underneath, he'll miss it. Hemmersbach got the rebound out to Butzler, long range three, and Butzler will nail it. And Cashton with a commanding doubles up on Hillsboro, 22-11 lead. Stokes now to Burmester. Burmester to Hildreth. Hildreth down the left side. Now he'll bring it back out front to Burmester. Long range three on the way off the back of the iron. Rebound Stokes. They're going to call a body foul. I believe on the Eagles. That'll send a Hillsboro player to the line. Be a bonus shot for somebody. Looks like Noah Burmester making his way to the line. Foul on Jake Wall, his first personal, Cashton's 7th team foul, and Burmester to the line to shoot a bonus situation for the Tigers. Burmester will rattle the first one home and earn a second shot. Burmester will miss the second one, and Greg Hora is going to get called for a body foul on Jake Wall, which is going to send Wall to the line to shoot free throws. 8th personal foul on Hillsboro, 8th team foul rather, 2nd personal foul on Hora. And Jake Wall to the line to shoot free throws. Wall's going to miss his free throw, and Hora loses the ball out of bounds on the rebound. Cash will retain possession of the ball. And inbound and pass into Butzler. Butzler to Brett Hemmersbach. Hemmersbach back to Butzler, back to Brett Hemmersbach. Brett Hemmersbach near side, Noah Hemmersbach. Back to Brett Hemmersbach, and it's knocked away by Stokes. Connor Butzler tracks down loose ball. Noah Hemmersbach is going to get fouled by Bill Steckel. They say they caught his arm, so another shooting foul. That's Steckel's first personal, team's 9th. And Noah Hemmersbach to the line to shoot free throws. 0 for 2 on the night for Hemmersbach. And he'll make that one. Now he's 1 for 3. As he'll line up, Hora checks out Nye Schultz back into the game, or into the game for the first time tonight. As Hora will take a seat. And Hemmersbach will make them both. He's 50% now, 2 for 2 on the night with 7 points. Burmester bring the ball up the floor for Hillsboro. Hildreth with the ball top of the key. Hildreth to Burmester. Burmester working the ball around Hildreth. Hildreth to Stokes. Stokes working down the middle. Pulls up. 6-foot jumper. Doesn't go. Rebound. Quick thinking by Brett Hemmersbach. Going to swat it off the back of Noah Hemmersbach. Get possession of the ball. So Brett Hemmersbach will inbound the ball to Connor Butzler. Butzler brings the ball up the floor from near side Noah Hemmersbach. Noah Hemmersbach drives down, finds Huntsicker driving left side, and it's rebounded by Noah Burmester. Burmester having trouble finding the handle on it. Finally, he recovers and brings the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Burmester in the front court, now to Stokes. Stokes to Hildreth. Hildreth, Burmester, Stokes. Stokes with the ball on the far side. Stokes driving left side. Shot is blocked. They get the rebound. And right back in with it is Stokes. To keep Hillsboro within 10. Butzler drives right down the middle, and nobody going to step in front of him and stop him. Connor Butzler taking over the show for Cashton. Burmester here near side. He'll look for some help, go far side, and Stokes is going to be run over and will go to the line to shoot some free throws here. He's hit by Brett Hemmersbach, who'll be charged with a foul. That's the 8th team foul on Cashton. The Brett Hemmersbach's, how many fouls Brett got? He's got 2 personal fouls. Checking in for Brett Hemmersbach for the first time tonight, number 15, Edgar Areola. Stokes to the line, as I said before, 63% on the year. And he'll make that one. Stokes 1 for 3 on the night at the free throw line up for a second shot. And he's 2 for 4 now. Oh, we're going to have a timeout called by the Hillsboro Tigers, I believe, a full timeout. Both teams has 4 remaining. We can run some advertising here with 3:11 left to go in the first half. I thank Patty Brewer and Suzanne Gandy of the Tiger Fan Club. Thank you for your fine support. And Hillsboro Equipment, Boston Equipment, Slamas Lawn and Sport for your continued support of Hillsboro Athletics. Jeff and Bobby Mitchell and family, including Tony the Tiger Mitchell, for their support of Hillsboro Athletics and the Huffmester Insurance Agency in Hillsboro. For your support of the Hillsboro Athletic Booster Club. I'd also like to thank Mr. B Smokehouse Meats in downtown Hillsboro. Stop in tomorrow. It'll be open tomorrow and Saturday until 1 o'clock. Get your weekend ready. Get some football party meat ready and excited for the sunshine. So 3:11 left. Hillsboro trails by 10 here in first half action. On the floor for Hillsboro, Zach Moore and Talon Hildreth. Nye Schultz, Ben Copeman, and Tyler Ravenscroft. Connor Butzler with the ball after the inbound pass from Areola. And Butzler going to find Huntsicker with a 6-foot jump shot. And Huntsicker, all Hillsboro wants tonight. And now Ravenscroft, Hildreth on the far side. Hildreth driving down. The ball's going to go off Hildreth's foot and out of bounds. Nothing going the Tiger way at the current time. Areola to inbound the ball to Connor Butzler, and Butzler will bring the ball up the floor for Cashton. Butzler, far wing. Now Areola back out to Noah Hemmersbach. Hemmersbach down the far corner, Jake Wall. Butzler long range three off the back of the iron. Hunsicker with the rebound, outlet to Noah Hemmersbach. Another offensive rebound for Cashton. Hemmersbach can't go, and Nye Schultz with the rebound, and Nye Schultz is going to go to the free throw line to shoot free throws for the Tigers. So Schultz to the free throw line. On the year, Nye is a 67% free throw shooter, so who better to have at the line than Nye right now? Hunsicker's second personal foul, team's ninth. So after the next foul with 2:18 left, it'll be a double bonus. Right now, Nye will have to earn shot number 2. Nye's first shot on the way, and he sinks it. So Nye Schultz on the board for the Tigers, and he'll line up for free throw number 2. Schultz will sink them both. Much needed free throws. Bring Hillsboro back within 10, and Connor Butzler brings the Eagles up the floor. Butzler going to feed Brady Hemmersbach, who misses. And Nye Schultz with the rebound. Outlet to Ben Copeman. And Copeman races up the floor. Copeman to Tyler Ravenscroft, now Hildreth. Hildreth up the floor to Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft looking for a help. Find Copeman on the far side. Ben Copeman drives down. Going to feed Zach Morin underneath. Morin with a tippy tap does not go. Can't make the lay-in. And Noah Hemmersbach brings the ball out of the pile up the floor. Now to Connor Butzler. Butzler to Wall. Back to Butzler. Connor Butzler, far side. He'll find Noah Hemmersbach driving down the left side. He'll drive and drop it in. And up the floor comes Tyler Ravenscroft for the Tigers, trailing by 12. Ball stolen on the pass from Ravenscroft. And Connor Butzler with the ball again. And Butzler out in the front court. Near side to Areola. Areola to Wall, or rather Hemmersbach. Brady Hemmersbach, Connor Butzler. Connor Butzler in the front court to Cashton, final minute of play. And it can't go, and Nye Schultz will get the rebound and the foul, so Schultz will go to the free throw line to shoot a double bonus. 2 shots for Nye Schultz. About a 70% free throw shooter now. Maybe even more than that. Nye is the guy we want on. Personal foul on number 23, Connor Butzler. That's his first personal, team's 10th. And Schultz to the line to shoot 2 free throws. And Nye makes another one. He's 3 for 3 so far on the night. And Nye Schultz will step in to shoot free throw number 2. And Schultz will make that one. So the one bright spot in the game, possibly Nye Schultz tonight. Noah Hemmersbach with the ball for Cashton. He'll drive down right side, kicks it out to Butzler. Hunsicker up front with the ball. And now Areola and Noah Hemmersbach. Hemmersbach back out front to Butzler. Cashton waiting for that final shot of the half. Areola with the ball. They kick it back out to Brady Hemmersbach. Brady Hemmersbach, Noah Hemmersbach. Noah Hemmersbach back out to Butzler. Butzler in the front court. 12 seconds remaining in the first half. Butzler, Hillsboro, tight defense. Butzler nowhere to go, gets it Noah Hemmersbach. Noah Hemmersbach pulls up, 16-foot jumper, doesn't go. Rebound, Cashton, Wall gets it, and they can't get another shot off. So Hillsboro stays within 10. They're going to go to the half trailing 30-20. And unofficially, 20 points for Hillsboro, being led by Isaiah Stokes, 8. Noah Burmester, 6. Nye Schultz with 4, and Zach Morin with 2 for a total of 20 points. The Eagles are being led by Jacob Hunsickers, 11. Noah Hemmersbach, 9. Connor Butzler's 7. And Riley Verkin with 2 for a total of 30. So Hillsboro having trouble struggling defensively is their big men, if you call them big men. I mean, Our big guys are 6'3" and 120 pounds. They aren't very big guys, but they're in trouble. It's forced Hillsboro to use 12 or 13 players in the first half, and it's been a struggle for Hillsboro to say the least. I will be back with about 6 minutes for a quick rundown and right before second half action. Please stay tuned. Welcome back, Cashton High School. Hillsboro trails here at halftime. Cashton 30, Hillsboro 20. Hillsboro came into the game second place in the conference, just percentage points ahead of Cashton, with a 7-1 record, 2-1 overall, or 2-1 in the Scenic Bluffs. But they got the Wisconsin Basketball Coaches Association nod, receiving a number 10 ranking in Division 5 basketball, even after losing to the Bangor Cardinals, which are a Division 3 team. Hillsboro does not look like a 10th ranked team tonight, and they're going to have to, as I said one other night, put the pedal to the metal, foot on the gas, and hold it down, as Cash just simply outplayed Hillsboro, especially on the boards. Cashton out-rebounding Hillsboro and attacking the basket, which Hillsboro is not. I said earlier, live and die by the three-pointer. This game's going to be won in the paint, and Cashton's definitely winning it in the paint tonight. Bright spot. The guy doesn't get much playing time. He doesn't get much love. Bright spot for Hillsboro. Nye Schultz, now 86% free throw shooter on the year. 4 for 4 tonight. That's the one bright spot for Hillsboro. They just have to get him to the line more often, or get him the ball, I think. See what happens. Unofficial scoring for Hillsboro first half. Isaiah Stokes with 8, Noah Burmester 6, Nye Schultz 4, Zach Morin 2 for a total of 20 points. For Cashton, they're being led by Jacob Hunziker's 11. 5 of those are free throws. Noah Hemmersbach has 9, Connor Butzler 7, and Riley Verkin with 2. So Hillsboro, I'm not counting them out by any means, as teams get ready to start second half action. It's you can call it a 4-possession game. You can count threes. If you win the game in the paint, it's a 5-possession game. Hillsboro just has to take advantage of the Cashton miscues, which there's been plenty of. It's not been a clean game by any means by either team, and fight their way back into this one. Something we haven't seen from Hillsboro this year is 13 different players, I believe, played in the first half. Possibly 12. I see 3 with warm-ups on this. So 12 different players in the first half. I don't know if the coaching staff is just trying to find 5 guys that can play together out there, or what's going on. But I don't care what team it is. You don't see 12 guys playing the first half. I'm nothing against it. Let's go, let's run. That's what Cashton's doing, and I think we got to do that to keep pace. And Hillsboro puts their starting 5 back out on the floor, somewhat in foul trouble. Hillsboro's going to have to hustle and go full tilt. So we get ready for second half action here in Cashton. Cashton leading 30-20. Cashton with the ball. Brady Hemmersbach will inbound the ball to Connor Butzler, and Butzler brings the ball in for Cashton. Now Brady Hemmersbach to Noah Hemmersbach. Noah Hemmersbach with the ball near side to Butzler. Butzler working the ball around the top of the key to the far side. Dump it to Brady Hemmersbach. Now Huntsicker into the free throw line. You need to drive in left side. Doesn't go. Rebound Greg Hora. Hora outlet to Burmester, and here come the Tigers. Down to Talon Hildreth. Hildreth far side with the ball, brings it up to the top of the key. Now to Stokes and Burmester. Burmester in the front court with the ball. Burmester cross court to Hildreth, far side to Stokes. Stokes near the free throw line, inside the lane, nowhere to go. He'll get it to Hora, and off Hora's hands and out of bounds. Be a turnover. Cashton ball. Butzler with the ball now for Cashton will bring the ball up on the turnover. That's what I was talking about. Capitalize on Cashton's mistakes, and Hillsboro failed in attempt number 1 here in the second half. Brady Hemmersbach to Noah Hemmersbach, now to Connor Butzler. Butzler with the ball. Butzler down low to Zach Milsna to Huntsicker. Huntsicker, Brady Hemmersbach, giving a long thought now to Butzler to Noah Hemmersbach. Noah Hemmersbach to Brady Hemmersbach. Now to Connor Butzler driving down right side. He'll go up, doesn't get it. Russell Jackson with the rebound. Outlet to Stokes. Stokes will bring the ball up the floor for the Tigers. Now to far side to Burmester. Burmester near the top of the key with the ball. Russell Jackson in the front court. Now to Hildreth. Hora and Burmester back to Jackson. To Stokes. Stokes turnaround jumper, nothing but Connor Butzler's arms waiting for the ball. And now Stokes will go back and steal it back from Butzler. Outlet to Burmester, and Burmester will get called for traveling. So another turnover by Hillsboro. We're almost 2 minutes into the half. Nobody has scored. It's not been a clean ball game, and nobody wants to take charge of this one, I guess. Connor Butzler down the near side, and he's going to lose the ball to Russell Jackson. Now Hillsboro has to capitalize. Burmester brings the ball down the floor, finds Hildreth on the far side. Hildreth to Hora. Hora to Burmester. Burmester in the front court, now to Hildreth on the far side. Hildreth pulls up, nothing going, finds Jackson down the right side, and Jackson misses. Rebound, Big Zach Milsna, outlet to Butzler. Butzler's going to find Brady Hemmersbach. His shot doesn't go, rebound Stokes. Stokes now one-on-one against Hunsicker. Stokes will drive in, doesn't go. Rebound Hora. He goes up with it. Hora will clean up the garbage, get his first points of the night. And Hillsboro a little bit closer. They have to keep capitalizing on possessions. Butzler to Noah Hemmersbach. Hemmersbach fakes to Brady Hemmersbach, keeps it, pulls up, 10-foot jumper, doesn't go. Rebound Noah Burmester. Burmester will come up court with the ball. And now to Hildreth. Hildreth to Hora. Burmester. Burmester with the ball. He'll get it to Stokes. Stokes going to find Hildreth. Hildreth will put it up and drop it in. That's Talon's first deuce of the night. And Hillsboro all of a sudden a two-possession game within 6. Connor Butzler brings the ball up the floor. Hillsboro's going to need tight defense and take advantage of the turnovers. Brady Hemmersbach. Butzler. Butzler's going to be stolen by Stokes. It's one-on-one. Stokes against Butzler. He'll bring it up, reverse layup, and in. And we have a timeout by Cashton. Stokes now 10 points on the night, and Hillsboro pulls within 4. It's a two-possession game. And Hillsboro finally taking charge and playing basketball. It's taken Hillsboro about 22 minutes to come to life. And maybe they finally made their adjustments and are ready to play. So 30-second timeout called by Cashton. Cashton with 3 timeouts left. Hillsboro with 4. No fouls called yet in the second half, as the officials may be going to let them play a little bit here in the second half. A lot of fouls called, although I thought it was a very physical game in the first half. I thought the Cashton attacked the basket better. And I see Hillsboro has tightened up their defense, albeit somewhat of a zone. I'm going to make Cashton beat them from the outside the way it appears. So in the game is Tyler Ravenscroft, who checks in during the timeout. Burmester on the floor, Stokes, Jackson, and Hildreth round out the 5 for Hillsboro. Brett Hemmersbach inbound the ball. Connor Butzler waiting the inbound pass. Noah Hemmersbach, Riley Verkin in the game, and Hunsicker for Cashton. Butzler to Hemmersbach to Noah Hemmersbach. Noah Hemmersbach caught in trouble. He'll dump it out to Butzler. Butzler with the ball. He'll throw up one, doesn't go. Rebound Russell Jackson. Outlet Hildreth. Hildreth pushes up the court to Burmester. Burmester far wing, and it's knocked away. Connor Butzler knocks it away from Burmester. Hillsboro retained possession of the ball. Burmester on the far sideline, inbound for Hillsboro. He'll dump it into Ravenscroft, and now to Hildreth. Hildreth with the ball. Noah Hemmersbach knocks away. Hildreth gets it back, gets it to Burmester. Burmester, far side, looking for help. Lost his dribble, now to Ravenscroft. Ravenscroft near the free throw line. He'll kick it down to Jackson. Jackson makes a move and drops it in off the Ravenscroft assist. Jackson's first deuce of the night. Noah Hemmersbach feeds it down to Hunsicker. Hunsicker to a streaking Brett Hemmersbach. It doesn't go. And they're going to call a foul on Cashton, I believe, Riley Verkin. That should be his 3rd personal. Cashton's first team foul of the second half. And Verkin will check out. Coming in for Verkin was Brady Hemmersbach, I believe. The Ravenscroft inbound to Hildreth, and Talon will bring the ball up in the play for Hillsboro. Talon near side now to Burmaster. Burmaster into the front court. He'll get Ben Copeman now in the game. Hildreth. Little juke move, and now to Russell Jackson, who traveled. The coach for Cashton is just livid about it. The referees, I've seen cleaner games, NBA. Russell Jackson now, he's got quick feet. Ben Copeman with a jump stop, and Ben will get called for traveling. That's his second time today. Ben a little rusty, seeing his first action of the year. And Brett Hemmersbach inbound it to Connor Butzler. And Hillsboro kind of a zone and one. I think Butzler needs to draw up and down the wall. Wall's going to get fouled, I think, by Russell Jackson, and that'll be Jackson's fourth personal foul if it is on Jackson. First team foul rather on Hillsboro. They're going to call the foul on Ravenscroft. That's Tyler's first personal foul. Wall's going to make the free throw. It's Jake Wall. That's his first basket of the night. He missed the front end of a bonus situation earlier. Zach Mills is going to check in for Huntsicker. Wall's second free throw on the way off the back of the iron, and Russell Jackson gets up in the air and gets that rebound. Cashton only shot 47% from the free throw line in the first half. Hillsboro shot 70. Burmester to Jackson to Copeman. Copeman, and they call a offensive foul on Ben Copeman. That'd be Hillsboro's second team foul. Copeman's first personal. Burmester will take a seat on the bench. In the game is, I think, Isaiah Stokes come back into the game for Burmester. And Connor Butzler, the Wall, and they go into big Zach Mills, who's going to drop in the basket. That's Mills' first deuce of the night. And Stokes' pass be stolen by Butzler to Noah Hemmersbach. And Hemmersbach with an easy lay-in. Hemmersbach now 11 on the night for Cashton. And Talon Hildreth will get it knocked away by Hemmersbach. To Butzler, right back to Hemmersbach. Here they come down the floor. Hemmersbach is fouled on the shot. Will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Hillsboro fouls, third team foul. I believe they called it on Russell Jackson, which would be his fourth, and it is indeed Russell Jackson's fourth personal foul. Noah Hemmersbach to the line. He's 2 for 4 on the night. And now he's at 3 for 5. So Cashton zeroing in, making their free throws. And Hillsboro, who was down to a 4-point lead, trailing now again by 8. And Hemmersbach trying to make it 9. And he does. And Hemmersbach now with 13 on the night for Cashton. Hildreth with the ball for Hillsboro. And Hildreth gets caught, gets it to Ravenscroft on the far side. Ravenscroft drives down the left side, or right side rather, of the floor. Now back out to Nye Schultz now in the game, and to Copeman. Copeman to Talon Hildreth. Hildreth to Schultz. Schultz to Stokes. Butzler will steal the ball away. Brett Hemmersbach to Noah Hemmersbach, and Noah Hemmersbach will go to the line to shoot 2 more free throws. As Cashton back to attacking the basket as they did in the first half. Tyler Ravenscroft on the foul, his second personal, 4th team foul. And Hemmersbach, he's on a hot streak rolling now. 14 on the night now for Hemmersbach. He's going to line up for free throw number 2. Butzler takes a break. One of few that he's taken tonight. Huntsicker checks back into the game. And Hemmersbach finally misses a free throw. Stokes with the rebound over big Zach Milsma. And now on the floor come the Tigers. Hildreth with the ball just inside the arc. He'll get it to Schultz. Nice Schultz to Copeman. Copeman driving down the center of the lane, gets caught in the lane, and his pass is stolen by Huntsicker. And Huntsicker to Noah Hemmersbach. Brett Hemmersbach and now Jake Wall. Jake Wall driving down Brett Hemmersbach. Hemmersbach with the ball. He'll find Zach Milsma, and he's fouled on the floor. The ball will be underneath. And I think that's the third foul of the second half on Tyler Ravenscroft. Actually, they're going to call that one on Isaiah Stokes, his second personal. 15 foul on Hillsboro, and Coach Jordan Polk wants a 30-second timeout to talk it over with his team, who have fallen back behind by 10. So the good news is Hillsboro has played even here in the second half through the first 7.5 minutes. Bad news is they still trail by 10 points. They had the lead cut down to 4 points. And then they let Cashton start attacking the basket again. Somehow Hillsboro's got to figure out this Cashton defense and have to play some defense themselves. Hillsboro's offense has been pretty much non-existent. Huntsicker to inbound the ball for Cashton. He'll get it into big Zach Mills. Now he'll get an easy lay-in. He's got 4 on the night now and go to the line to try to make 3 the old-fashioned way. The good news is Mills 0 for 2 so far tonight on the line. And Mills' shot on the way, and he somehow throws a brick up and gets it to fall. Mills now 5 on the night. And Hildreth to Parker Sculla in the front court with the ball. Sculla to Ravenscroft. That's Miles Ravenscroft in the game now. To Talon Hildreth to Parker Sculla. Sculla with the ball. Sculla down in the corner. Miles Ravenscroft now in the near wing. Drive down the left side. And he gets into traffic. And now to Parker Sculla. Sculla's going to feed Talon Hildreth. Back outside Miles Ravenscroft. And now Nye Scholes. Scholes to Stokes. Stokes with the ball. And now Talon Hildreth skies up in the air to get the ball and brings it out to the far wing. Back out in the front court for Hillsboro, now drives down the right side. Underneath the basket, finds Miles Ravenscroft near side, now Parker Sculla. Sculla back down the far corner to Stokes, long range 3, a little bit too far. Connor Butzler with the rebound for Cashton. And we go to the opposite end of the floor. As it goes off of, they're going to say that Talon Hildreth made one of the better defensive plays. Hildreth gets up limping, but he beat it off of Brett Hemmersbach and goes out of bounds. Be Hillsboro's possession of the ball. Miles Ravenscroft awaiting the ball on the far sideline. Noah Burmester checking in for Talon Hildreth. Greg Hora in for Nye Scholes. And now Noah Hemmersbach going to check in for Cashton for Jake Wall. Miles Ravenscroft inbounded to Burmester and right back to Ravenscroft, and up the floor come the Tigers. Miles Ravenscroft goes far side to Parker Sculla. Burmester with the ball. Ravenscroft far side. He'll lose the ball, but the state got knocked out of bounds by Noah Hemmersbach. And Hillsboro will keep possession of the ball. Hillsboro, their biggest deficit of the night, trailing by 13. Parker Sculla with the ball on the far side. You'll find Noah Burmester, reverse layup on the wrong side of the basket. They're going to find the streaking Connor Butzler down the left side. And Hillsboro now trailing. That was actually Hemmersbach, Brett Hemmersbach, his first deuce of the night. Hillsboro down by 15. Parker Sculla giving fight in the corner, finally dump it out front to Greg Hora. Hora with the ball now back to Sculla. Sculla long range 3, and he'll hit nothing but hardwood underneath it. Hora saves the ball from going out of bounds, and it's going to go deflected off a white jersey. I believe Huntsicker hit it out of bounds. Hillsboro will retain possession of the ball. And Burmaster will inbound Miles Ravenscroft and back to Burmaster. Noah Burmaster brings the ball up the floor and now finds Stokes on the near side wing. Stokes back out front to Hora and now Burmaster. Burmaster to Ravenscroft, who loses his footing off Ravenscroft's hand. Miles will get a turnover. And the woes continue for Hillsboro. Noah Hemmersbach inbounds to Connor Butzler. Butzler find Huntsicker down. Huntsicker twist turn, little hook shot doesn't go. Rebound Greg Hora. Hora outlet to Burmaster. Up the floor come the Tigers. Burmaster feeds it inside to Stokes. Stokes nowhere to go. Looking for help. Finds Burmaster, now Parker Scala. Scala's going to throw up a long-range two. 18 feet, 11 inches away. Scala with his first deuce of the night. And Butzler will bring Hillsboro up the floor. Brett Hemmersbach walking around the top of the key with the ball. Get it to Noah Hemmersbach. Noah Hemmersbach back to Brett Hemmersbach. Brett Hemmersbach back to Noah Hemmersbach. Now back out to Butzler out front. Cashton slowed way down. Can't believe they're tired. They're just good lead, burning it up. That's what they're looking for. Connor Butzler misses the lay-in. Stokes will come down with a layup. What Cashton was looking for and could not connect. Hillsboro needs to take advantage here. Stokes down the near side. Left side going in against big Zach Milsna, and right up over the top of Milsna. Isaiah Stokes now 12 on the night for the Tigers. Connor Butzler to Noah Hemmersbach to Brett Hemmersbach. To Huntsicker. Huntsicker near the free throw line finds big Zach Milsna underneath. And Greg Hora blocks Zach Milsna, but carries the ball out of bounds, but he's going to be fouled. They're going to call foul on number 20, Brett Hemmersbach, underneath the basket pushing. That's the second team foul on Cashton. Third personal on Brett Hemmersbach. Hillsboro's got to take advantage here. Lead down to 11. Hillsboro time to cut into it. Huntsicker takes the seat on the bench. Checking in is Jake Wall for the Eagles. Burmaster inbound to Hildreth, and up the floor comes Burmaster. Burmaster to Coatman. Coatman to Hora. Hora to Burmaster. Burmaster far side of the court with the ball. They bring it back out front to Hildreth. Hildreth, this side free throw line, finds Hora. 6-foot jump shot off the back of the rim. Rebound Birkin. Outlet to Connor Butzler, and Butzler brings the Eagles back up. Butzler's going to drive in. It's blocked by Hora. And Hildreth will bring the ball up off the Hora block. Coatman with the ball and back to Scala in the front court. Scala hands off to Hildreth. Hildreth top the key to Coatman near side wing. Coatman driving down, free throw line, into the lane, up the right side, and Ben Coatman will go to the line to shoot free throws. These will be Ben's first free throws of the year. We're going to have a 30-second timeout called by Cashton. Foul on Connor Butzler, his second personal foul, team's third team foul. Hillsboro has 16 fouls. Cashton is in the bonus. 5:49 left to play in the game. Hillsboro down by 11. Ben Coatman to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Coatman lines up, first free throw on the way and off the front of the rim. Ben 1 for 1 now at the line, 50% free throw shooting. He got his first points of the year with that free throw. And Connor Butzler comes up near side, Noah Hemmersbach, back to Brett Hemmersbach. Brett Hemmersbach going to find Huntsicker inside with the easy lay-in. And they have not had any answers for him all night, except the fact that's his first points of the second half. 13 now on the night for Huntsicker. Burmester near side to Stokes, now Ben Copeman. Copeman to Hildreth, to Stokes. Stokes to take a shot from 6 feet away and miss, but he gets fouled. Stokes to the line to shoot free throws. Stokes is 50% tonight from the line. On the year, he's about 63%. And Stokes will miss his first free throw. Checking in for Jake Wall is Zach Milsna for the Eagles. And Stokes will line up for a second free throw, try to salvage 1 point. And he does. Stokes with 13 now on the night for Hillsboro. The floor come to Eagles. Connor Butzler brings it up the floor into the near side, now up front to Brett Hemmersbach. Brett Hemmersbach dribbling around the top of the key. He'll dump it down inside to Huntsicker. Huntsicker left side, doesn't get it to go. Fight for the ball. Brett Hemmersbach with a long shot, doesn't go. Jackson comes away with it. Outlet to Stokes. Stokes with the ball. Stokes out front to Ben Copeman, and now Burmaster with the ball. He'll pull up three-point shot just outside the arc, doesn't go. Colin Hildreth with the rebound. And now to Russell Jackson working the left side. Jackson is fouled and will go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Russell's first trip tonight. Jackson on the year is a 27% free throw shooter. Foul on Brett Hemmersbach, his 4th foul tonight. 4th foul on Hemmersbach, 15 foul, and Jackson's 27% slips a little lower as he misses his first free throw. Lines up for number 2. And he salvages 1 of the 2 tonight. Jackson now 3 points on the night for the Tigers. Zach Milsna going to inbound the ball for Cashton. Get it into Noah Hemmersbach, and Noah brings it up the floor. To the right side now to Connor Butzler. Huntsicker, and now Jake Wall. Wall back to Noah Hemmersbach. Noah Hemmersbach going to get called for a travel. A little give and go fake, and he carried the ball a little bit too far. Hillsboro back to 10-point deficit with just over 4 minutes to play. Russell Jackson will inbound to Hildreth. Hillsboro has to take advantage when they get these turnovers and defensive stops. Burmaster brings the ball up. Finds Hildreth, now Copeman. Copeman, borderline getting a travel there. Stokes to Hildreth. Hildreth to Copeman. Then Copeman, long range 3 off the back of the iron and over the backboard and out of bounds. Yeah. Turn over to Cashton. Jake Wall to inbound the ball. He'll get it into Butzler. Butzler brings Cashton slowly up the floor. Already in clock burning mode. Huntsicker with the ball. Huntsicker to Butzler. Butzler far side of the court with the ball. He'll get it into big shape for Zach Milsna. Milsna gets his ball knocked away and a push. There's going to be an offensive foul, I think, on Milsna. The foul is on Cashton's Milsna. That'll be their 16th foul. Put Hillsboro in the bonus now on the next foul. Milsna's a 3rd personal. Ben Copeman to inbound the ball. Hildreth awaiting the inbounds pass. And Hillsboro's going to have to do some quick work. Hildreth to Burmaster. Burmaster near side to Stokes. Now Copeman. Copeman to Hildreth. Hildreth working near side. Hildreth gets it tied up. It's on the floor. And they're going to call a jump ball. And they're going to say Hillsboro retains possession of the ball via the arrow. They're You're going to lose that all-important arrow. They can get that on defensive plays, not offensive plays. Jackson to Burmaster. Burmaster, Copeman. Copeman drives the right side, and Ben's going to go to the line to shoot 2 free throws. Ben 1 for 1 on the night, 1 for 1 on the year, and 50%. The foul is on Milsna. That's his 4th personal. Hillsboro, they're going to have to go right at him, although Milsna has not been a big force in this game. And Copeman's going to rattle it home. Now 2 points on the night for Ben. And Milsna will take a seat as Riley Verkin will check in. And Copeman will rattle the second one in. Three points on the night for Ben as Connor Butzler brings the ball up for the Eagles. Hillsboro back within 8. They need a stop here. There's Huntsicker with a travel, and they're going to say foul on the floor. That's why he traveled. So the foul is going to be called on, I think, Talon Hildreth, his 2nd personal, team 7th. Huntsicker, who's been pretty accurate at the free throw line, goes to shoot a bonus free throw. On the way off the back of the iron, and the foul pays off. Burmester gets the ball, and up the floor come the Tigers, now to Hildreth. Hildreth to Stokes. Stokes to Copeman. Boy, Ben's going to get stuck with some luggage here. And he finds Russell Jackson wide open underneath. Jackson now 5 on the night for the Tigers. And Hillsboro cuts the lead to 6. 2-possession game. Butzler drives down left side, puts it back, right back to a 3-possession game. Butzler now 9 on the night for the Eagles. And Hildreth with the ball. Hildreth to Copeman. Copeman gives it a look now to Stokes. Stokes drives down just inside the lane, back up to Copeman. Copeman 3-point shot, in and out, around the rim, and out of into the hands of Connor Butzler. So Butzler and an 8-point lead for Cashton near the top of the key with the ball. He'll drive down to throw it near side to Noah Hemmersbach. Hemmersbach takes the ball back out to the front. Hemmersbach going down right side, handed off to Wall. Wall, that's maybe the guy they should be fouling. Butzler. Butzler finds a wide open Firkin, rejected by Isaiah Stokes, one of the better defensive plays we've seen tonight. And closing in on minute 37, Brett Hemmersbach's going to check in for Riley Verkin. And we're going to have a timeout, a full timeout, called by Coach Jordan Polk and the Hillsboro Tigers. So Hillsboro winning the second half by 2 points. They had the 10-point deficit cut down to as many as 4. Currently trailed by 8 with just over a minute and a half. 1 minute 37 seconds left. You know Cashton in the bonus. They're going to start killing clock. Hillsboro's going to have to be much more aggressive than what they are. Hillsboro, Cashton has not played a great game. They've only put 47 points on the board. That being said, Hillsboro hasn't played bad defensively. It's just Hillsboro hasn't taken advantage of Cashton's miscues. So on the floor for Hillsboro, Stokes, Jackson, Burmaster, Hildreth, and Koopman. Inbounding the ball, they get it into Huntsicker, and Cashton in clock-burning mode. Brett Hemmersbach, and they got all over him. They find Huntsicker. And Cashton's not even looking at the layup underneath. They just want free throw line. Butzler back to Wall. That's the guy they want to foul. He gets the ball back to Hutt. And now they find Brett Hemmersbach. And we got a foul away from the ball, I believe. It's going to send Huntsicker to the line to shoot a bonus free throw. And I think there's other guys they should have rather fouled, but down to $1:17, had to foul somebody. Third personal foul on Talon Hildreth. And Huntsicker misses the free throw. Great news for Hillsboro, and Stokes brings the ball up the floor. Stokes to Hildreth. Hildreth, three-point shot, top the key. And he's fouled, and Talon Hildreth is going to go to the line to shoot 3 free throws. Talon on the year is a 54% free throw shooter, making his first trip to the line tonight. And he rattles the first one home. Talon now with the 3 points on the night. And he'll miss shot number 2. He'll try to salvage 2 of the 3. As he lines up again. And he'll make 2 of the 3 free throws. Four on the night on 4 points on Talon. I believe they're going to call this foul on Noah Burmester. Going to send Noah Hemmersbach to the line to shoot a bonus free throw situation. That's they call the foul on Talon Hildreth. That's his 4th foul of the night. Minute 3 left. Noah Hemmersbach to the line with a 6-point lead to shoot bonus free throws. First shot on the way from Hemmersbach, and he makes it. Hemmersbach now 6 for 9 on the night for Cashton from the free throw line. He's got 15 points, leading the way. He lines up shot number 2, makes them both. He's got 16 now on the night for Cashton. Ben Koopman brings the ball up the floor for Hillsboro. We go far side to Talon Hildreth. Russell Jackson gets the ball, misses the easy shot, puts up the hard shot, and makes it. So Jackson cleaning up his own garbage. Quick timeout called, I think, by Hillsboro. 7 points on the night for Jackson now. Hillsboro trailing by 6. So a 30-second timeout, I believe, called by Hillsboro. On the scoreboard, it's saying Cashton with 2 left, Hillsboro with 1. So Hillsboro with 50 seconds left to play in this game has to do some quick work. Hope Cashton keeps missing free throws. As the next free throw, Cashton will get a double bonus, which makes extra hard. Huntsicker to inbound the ball for Cashton. Hillsboro full court pressure. And Hillsboro with a golden opportunity to get a steal. And Russell Jackson watched it roll out of bounds. And now we got substitutions coming in for Hillsboro. They pull off Hildreth because he's got 4 fouls. They put in Tyler Ravenscroft. They get the ball into Butzler. And Hillsboro's got to foul somebody. And finally they do, and Jackson grabbing someone. If they call on Jackson, he's out of the game. And they're going to give it to Isaiah Stokes on the foul. Stokes is a 3rd foul, Hillsboro's 10th team foul. Going to send Brett Hemmersbach to the line to shoot 2 free throws, a double bonus. Hemmersbach with 2 points on the night. First trip to the free throw line for Hemmersbach on the night. And he's 1 for 1. Three points on the night for Brett Hemmersbach as he'll line up for free throw number 2. And off the rim, and Stokes with the ball. Hillsboro has to make quick work. Stokes brings the ball up the floor. Stokes driving down the left side. He'll make the basket. And Hillsboro going to have to do some quick work here again. Stokes 15 on the night. And why the clock stopped, what happened here, Hillsboro made a substitution. Hildreth off the floor and Ravenscroft in. And now a long pass down the floor. Connor Butzler wide open for the easy score. Hillsboro totally fell asleep on that one. Butzler now with 11. Ravenscroft down the floor now to Copeman. Copeman going to drive the center of the lane. Doesn't go. Rebound. Noah Hemmersbach. This one's all but over. Hillsboro trailing by 7 with 11 seconds left to play. Foul is going to go on Ben Copeman. That's his second personal. Double bonus headed for Noah Hemmersbach, Talon Hildreth, and Greg Hoare looking to check in with 11 seconds to play. Hillsboro down by 3 possessions. It's going to be pretty hard for Hillsboro to crawl back into this. Hemmersbach with another free throw. He's got 17 points on the night, lining up for a second free throw. In the game is Hoare and Hildreth. And Hemmersbach, 18 on the night for the Eagles. Copeman, and this one's long shot by Hildreth, and this one's over. Brett Hemmersbach gets it. Final score, Cashton 54, Hillsboro 45. Quick rundown on scoring. Hillsboro led by Isaiah Stokes 15. Russell Jackson 7, Noah Burmester 6, Talon Hildreth 4, Nye Schultz 4, Ben Copeman 3, Parker Scala, Greg Hoare, and Zach Moore adding 2 apiece for 45 points. 54 points by Cashton, 18 by Noah Hemmersbach, 13 by Jacob Huntsicker, 11 by Connor Butzler. Brett Hemmersbach with 3. I forgot Zach Mills. Now, how can you forget that big body? He had 5. Riley Verkin 2. Jake Wall with 1 for a total of 54. So Hillsboro drops a tough one. Can't say Hillsboro played well. When Hillsboro lost to Bangor by 21 points, I would have said Hillsboro can beat Bangor. I still say Hillsboro can beat Bangor. Can Hillsboro beat Cashton? Not tonight, or if they play like they did tonight, not any night this year. That being said, my technical director, Jill Steckel's got to get outside to start the bus. So I thank you all for tuning in. And girls basketball at Waniwak Center tomorrow night.
No.
Waniwak Center, I believe, does have a live stream. You have to go to Waniwak Center High School's website and get on their live stream to see that game. For Jill Steckel, myself, have a good night.